Good day, everybody, and you're welcome to this wonderful section. I'm just super excited having to share with you a topic, a story that is really, really dear to my heart. It's really a personal story, and it's dear to me. I want to share a story of how I was able to transform, how I was able to optimize what everybody called a challenge in my life. Like what was really a weakness to me, I was able to transform it to become one of my strengths. And I can say that it's really bringing me along the line of success today. To get his story, and I'm sure you learned from it. So growing up for me was not really kind of luxury, but I was okay. I've always been this happy child. And as you all know, this is Elohor Obogo. For those who don't know my name, well, growing up for me was quite okay. I'm this happy girl, this optimistic child. Despite the environment that I found myself in, I was still this great dreamer from childhood. My parents even say that this child, you are different too. There's the way you used to do your things. I'm just there. I'm just this different unique child. I had wonderful, my siblings were wonderful. Growing up together was so great. We ate together, we laughed together, we do a lot together in our home. And I will not forget to talk about my loving dad, though he's late now, the person of Mr. David Tobore of Oba. His personality in our home was really something else. My dad is the one I would sing a lot. My dad is the one I would come from work in the evening with braglots, walnut, suya, anything you can lay your hand on, small quantity of them, but you see the joy that all of us we used to eat it. And you start choir rehearsal immediately because I don't know where you used to get his songs from. Anytime you see my dad, he's singing one new song that he composed, but we never went to the studio. So that was how growing up was in my family. It was really great. There was no money, there was no luxury, but the joy, the peace, the intangibles that money couldn't buy was available for us. So I started primary school. I didn't start early due to some health challenges. I started primary school around 8 years, and it was not really the pretty side because the school I went to was bad back then. Because now government has really worked on it. In short, the last time I saw the school, I was like, what is this you by the primary school? They've transformed it, they've done a lot. Then when I was going, it was a bad school. We were learning, though, but the environment, the situation surrounding our learning was not sweet at all. My uniform was always torn, always like the back of my uniform, because without have share now, we have to sit on the floor to learn. It wasn't even a good floor, no tie, no, floor, rough concrete. That's why we need to sit down to learn. We don't even have board. We just look for maybe charcoal and color a particular place in the classroom, and that becomes our board. That was how we were just learning. But in the midst of all those things, what was even painful was that there are some bad guys that come around to mess up the whole environment after school hours, leaving us to come back the next day to come and clean their pieces. It was really a bad experience for us. But in all these things, for me, I was still very optimistic. I believe that the future is bright for me. And I just know there's just this knowing, Shah, that I have a great life, that God wants to use me as an instrument in his hands in this world. And I'm really happy for it that I'm in line, kind of. So I've always been this smart child in data state. When they see a child that is smart, a child that has this unique capability, they will say the child is a no child, like you're a smart girl, you're a brilliant child. But on top of all this, at the end, you will not hear them say, you're a smart child, but you talk too much. This you talk too much became an alarm in my life. Like I started seeing it as a stigma. Ella is a beautiful girl. She's smart. She's good, but she talks too much. And it became another thing. It became a strong good set in my mindset. To the point that the elders that I normally run errand for, they will call me for advice. And when they are done with their advice, they will not yet reduce your talking. You talk too much. So I believe that it was a problem for me. So I started looking for ways to cut it off me because it was not like a stigma. A lot of people, I even prayed to God that God, oh, I don't want this talkativeness. I don't want to be the one that will be talking so much when I'm in a place. Some people even jokingly said that that's why I'm not fat because I use all my energy, all my strength to talk. It was that bad. So I go to events, I go to places, and I'm looking for how to just keep quiet. I'll be struggling within me not to overtalk, not to shoot things too much, not to flog matters. That was just my struggle all through primary, secondary, even till I got to university. But the truth is, I don't talk trash. My friends love me. I'm optimistic. I'm very brilliant. This go-getter girl. But the talking too much thing for me became a struggle because yeah, I've been able to program my mindset that this is a challenge, that this is a weakness. So I just grew up like that. I believe them. So fast forward later, after my service in northern Nigeria, Sokoto State to be precise, I had a wonderful time there. Shout out to all my friends during my service here. It was really an amazing session with you guys, seriously. So when I came back from Sokoto State, my dream became even bigger because I experienced other people that came from great places. So we were able to share ideas, we entered into each other. So my dream became bigger. So when I came back from Sokoto State, I wanted to get married. Hmm. And there's this person, my husband to be, needed to see to make the whole process go smoothly. You know how they used to do it in Nigeria now. People have to endorse you. If you're bad, they will know. So when they were not telling my husband about my good side, they were just rooting for him. This girl, she's a great girl. She can cook. She's this, she's that. I was just sitting somewhere, dancing, telling me I'm a complete package. You know that. So there's when they were done like really all my good things, all the good attributes I have. When they don't telling my husband, guess what? She now added on top like the icing of the cake, but she talks too much. I almost entered, like I almost fell on the floor. I was like, this thing is still here. What is it? I think talk too much. So it dawned on me that I needed to work on this thing once and for all. So what did I do? I tried my own, my own knowledge base. Okay, I've been reading some books on how to work on, becoming great personalities. So I tried to, okay, let me do this practice. I took a list, I made a list of my weaknesses and my strengths. So I started listing the things I believe were strengths to me. I had other gifts now. I mean, I can sing, I can add drama, I can read, I can write, I can research. So I was writing those things down, my strengths. Then on the weakness side, of course, talkativeness was on the weakness side because I didn't see anything good that would come from that place. Can I say good come out from Nazareth? So it was on the negative, it was on the weakness side of my list. So I just left it there, looking for how to. I was still looking for ways to cut it off. This stigma, let it leave me. So fast forward some months into my marriage, mom I noticed the way people were calling me, families and friends, trying to pick my brain concerning their endeavors. They want to start something, they want to start a business, they want to, set a new goal. They come to me, especially school advice, youths, they come to me. And you see me any time of the day, I have time because I can actually talk. That's what truth. They are not lying. I can actually talk for real. So I wake up in the night, I will be there advising you, talking, setting goals, listening, becoming like a certificate person for free. So and they started seeing results. They'll call me and they'll be thanking me. So my mom was like, why not harness these gifts into something better? And I'm like, did you just say gifts? What is gifts? Mama said, this talking, this is your ability. I said, it's not a gift. So what everybody is complaining about? Are you not aware that I'm fighting to remove this thing from my body? And he was like, hey, leave that mindset. This thing is a strength. You put it here and you look for a way to earn it. You have to earn the skill to become better. I was like, whoa, I trying to see. So he explained and all that, and I buy the idea. So I bought it too, and I decided to really work on it because this is one thing I can do with ease. Do you understand? This is one thing I can do with ease. I can talk anytime. When I'm reading, when I'm washing clothes, when I'm arranging my children, you see me engaging. I just do it for free. I will talk for hours. Before you even catch yourself, say, hello, we have discussed for 3 hours or 2 hours. So I'll do because I don't even use to. So my mama said it's a gift. Anything that you can do with ease. Share yourself that we are going to. But the issue is now with perspective. Because somebody might be standing on this side and look at this thing and say this thing is a weakness in your life. Whereas another person will be standing on this side and look at this same thing and say this thing is the strength in your life. You get, so the issue is perspective. Just like the common saying goes, one man's meat is another one man's food is another man's poison. Now, this gift of talkativeness will not be a gift if I decide to use it for small talks and gossip. It will not be a gift, rather it will be a big challenge because I'll be causing issue for my husband as a married woman. They will come to my place and say, your wife said, those kind of shit talk. Your wife said, I need to talk. But rather, I decided to use it for public speaking. I decided to use it to teach. I decided to use it to enlighten. I decided to use it to inspire people. That is why it's a strength. So I hope you get the gist. Somebody that knows how to steal, that has ability to figure out how to break doors, how to enter a closet, that is a skill. But if you are using it to steal, it's a bad skill. But if you're using it to detect, if you need to maybe want to work as a CID or something, we can look into that one. So okay, it's a gift. So that was what happened. And I sprang into action immediately. I bought courses. First of all, I went online and I decided to look for high quality people. So I followed them and I started seeing what they are doing, engaging their content. I started growing myself. And to be sincere, I actually have the ability to read ever since. So I did not just become a normal reader. I upgraded and I became a diehard reader. I read a lot and I paid for coaching sessions. I bought courses, although for my money, some courses did not work with, but I actually bought it. Then that was how I started building myself, and the rest is history. Now, the thing is, I'm not where I desire to be, but I'm not where I used to be. I'm just super excited. I'm sharing this story because I want you to know how I was able to move from point A to point B. I was able to turn this weakness. Because to be sincere, with that mindset I had as a child, it was actually a weakness to me. But I needed to upgrade to be able to turn it into my strength. So now, over to you now, the things that you need to do to be able to achieve this thing. I don't know what they have told you in your life. I don't know what skills, what attributes that you have, what gifts, what edges that you had that people are saying that you have, and people are saying is a weakness. Call this knock at your body. You are too this, you are too dark, you are too ugly. Your hair is too long, your hair is too short. Those things that they used to say. See, sometimes they are not weaknesses, although there's a place for critics, honest critics, because the truth is I actually talk too much. And that was why I went into myself, I visited myself and I analyzed it that yeah, this thing is true. I talk too much and I look for how would I turn this thing? You to visit yourself, make a list of those things that people are saying is a problem in your life. Just don't just worry about them, don't fight them. Just sit down on your own and write those things down. Yes, is it really true that these things are challenges in my life? Are they really present in my life? Then when you're done with that phase, you now look at it, okay, from another angle, from a higher thought, from a higher thought level. Look at it and say, okay, what can I do? What good thing can come out from this thing? You'll be shocked. Oh. You'll be amazed what you'll be able to deduce from that thing that everybody is saying is wrong, is bad, is this, is not good. Because the truth is there are ages. Everybody in this world have unique gifts that God placed in our body, in our life, for us to be able to shine, for us to be able to express his nature on earth. You get, so when people are going for, I'm looking for my dream, I'm running after my dream, I'm chasing my dream, I don't really get. You are chasing what? When you should look within and discover that unique thing that God placed in you that He wants to use to express Himself through you. Sure, you get. So that's what I'm trying to say. Then, for those that need to get courses, you have to get courses so be able to upgrade yourself. You need to buy courses, you need to pay for coaching session, get a coach, get mentors, watch YouTube channels that will upgrade you, become a high quality person on the net, and you see how your life will be transformed. Okay, so that's just one part of it. I'll just stop here. Let me not take too much of your time. So these are the things I did. That was how I was able to transform what used to be a weakness in my life. I was able to optimize it to become my strength. And I'm growing, I'm enjoying my process. It's just suiting me every step of the way. And I'm really so happy to share with you. Please thank you for watching. Don't forget to drop your comments on the comment section. Let me know how this story impacted you and what are the abilities that you think that you have that you want to start working on. And guess what? I'm here to support you every single step of the way. Please, be intentional. Thank you, guys.